Good morning. Today we are up early because we are going to goat yoga. Yes, goat yoga. I found it online. I am not really crazy about farm animals, but I saw this event on Eventbrite and I was like, let's give it a shot. So I haven't exercised since I've been here and I'm trying to get back into a routine. I need to get my body moving. I need to start moving. I need to start doing something. So I was like, why not try this out? The best part is goat yoga today is in a castle. A literal castle. I'm so excited. There are a few requirements for the dress code because it's with goats. I'm gonna get dressed and then we're gonna grab a quick bite to eat. I only had my morning tea today. I need to be there around 10:45 because we have to check in and then we can meet the goats, like a little meet and greet before the actual class. So I am so excited for this. I know this is gonna be great. I am so excited. So let's get dressed. I just realized I had laundry in the dryer and I never folded it, so I'm gonna do that. So I put on some Lululemon leggings. I thrifted these a long time ago. Where I got them for $25. So if you want a thrifting video, let me know. Have a good thrifting trip. I got these a while ago, so I put those on. I do have pockets, so happy about that. And then I put on a long sleeve crop because it is cold out. It's been raining all night. It rained all day yesterday and like torrential downpours, which is unheard of. I put on this long sleeve and they also send the directions to cover your back because the goats jump sometimes. I really don't know what I'm getting myself into. I'm getting kind of nervous, but maybe it's just anxiety. I don't know. I've never done something like this before. I've taken yoga for a while. I've been doing yoga for a few years now. I was an avid yogi during the pandemic shutdown. I was doing yoga on the Peloton app every single day for almost a year. I did start to slow down and I eventually stopped doing Peloton only because I was finishing my PhD and then preparing for the move here. I just do yoga on YouTube. So there's like so many ways for you to do yoga for free. I found this yoga class and I'm like, I need to try it out. I also haven't taken a yoga class in person since the start of the pandemic. So it's literally been 3 years since I've taken a yoga class in person. So this is gonna be a time. The class is in Pasadena and I haven't been there yet. So it is my first time going. So I want to be a little bit early because I typically get lost when I go to new places and every place is new. Gonna go early. Kind of want to tour the grounds a little bit. So it is in a castle and they moved the location because it is kind of like damp and, you know, dreary out. I'll be able to walk through the castle a little bit and kind of see what's up. This is so exciting. I just reread the instructions and it said to not wear loose items. So I'm gonna take off my Tiffany's necklace and I'm gonna put it in my jewelry case because just in case a goat jumps on me, I don't want it to mess up the Tiffany's, okay? Oh, my little backpack here. I may have to put the camera in this. I don't know if I can actually record during the session. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna risk it for the vlog. If a goat comes after my camera, I may have to start throwing hands. I may fight a goat. I don't know. Mom made me this bag. Isn't it so cute? I am going to rent a yoga mat because I haven't gotten one out here yet. I got a Lululemon yoga mat as a Christmas gift a few years ago and it was such a great mat. Oh my gosh, they're so good. They're expensive, but they're actually worth the money. I didn't buy it, but I was like, this is worth it. Unfortunately, I sold it right before I moved. So I do need to get my own yoga mat. However, I wouldn't have used my own yoga mat for this because apparently the goats like to leave you little blessings on your mat. Yeah, I'm gonna rent one today. All right, so I got my shoes, got my water, got my bag. Let's go get something to eat real quick.
This is probably the quickest I have ever grabbed food in this state so far. This took me less than 10 minutes and I felt so at home, like, okay, it actually is possible. Then I went to go get some gas and look at these gas prices. I still can't believe the gas prices here. Someone said this is the cheapest place. Like, what? Okay, made it here. I can see the castle, I am gonna wait a little bit because I don't want to be like super early. I am like 15 minutes early though, because I anticipated the gas taking me at least 30 minutes because everything's just so much slower here. I can see where I'm going. I did not get lost for the first time. Round of applause. Thank you. So let's see what this castle is all about. Apparently this area is called Old Pasadena. It's really cute though. I like it. As I was walking, I ran into these girls who were holding yoga mats, so they were also going to the same yoga class, and these girls were avid goat lovers. Look how high it is! Oh my gosh! Castle Green! I did not know people were avid goat fans. Like, it was actually kind of crazy to me, but this is the entryway. We were supposed to do yoga on the grass, but since it was still kind of rainy, we ended up doing it in the veranda, which is up the stairs. And I did do a tour of the first floor. They wouldn't let us go up above higher than the first floor, but as soon as I got to the veranda, these were the goats, and they came right on over to me and even tried to bulldoze through this gate. Like, what? I was like, what am I getting myself into? This is so crazy. So they let us inside and I started to walk around, and people were looking at me like I was crazy because I had this vlog camera, but whatever. Honestly, I expected this to be, I guess, a little bit more updated. I don't know. It was giving very old castle. No one's been in here since the 1600s. This is a really nice sunroom, and I did actually consider taking part of this plant because I need some more plants in my apartment. I didn't take it though, but I did walk around the rest of the first floor. These were other people that were there early and were just kind of like looking around. One guy was talking about the history of the castle, but he was talking so slow. I just got so bored listening to him, so I just started walking away and, you know, exploring the castle on my own. This was a cute mirror. Then I walked down the other side. I really wanted to go upstairs, but they wouldn't let us. I was so pissed. But walking around, I was like, damn, this is like a really nice place where you could have an event. Like, they had this open seating area and they had a bunch of chairs and tables, and I was like, is someone getting married here later on today? Turns out they weren't. A wedding open house here. And as I was walking through, I'm like, wow, this seems like a really cute place for like an event, like a wedding or something. Very cute. Okay, let's go back out to the goats. I'm so nervous. Look at this one, he's so tiny.
That's Gretel there.
Gretel. This goat was only 5 weeks old, and it was like the size of a beagle, and I was like, why are these goats so big so soon? But the other goat's name was Hansel, and they were brother and sister, so it was like matching brother and sister names, which I thought was really cute. Hey buddy.
That's Felix. He's got an F on his side. Felix, show her your F.
Ah, I see it. F for Felix. He's letting one go. He's standing on my mat. Oh, it's in your hair. The girls next to me had a goat on their head that was eating their hair, and they were like, ah, so apparently they eat hair. So, I don't know. I may have to put this away. So we ended up getting started, and they lined us up really close to each other because they were like, it makes the goat experience so much better. I didn't know what that meant, but you're about to see real quick. So we started with just like some general stretching, and they were walking the goats around. And the instructor was like, this is actually 20% yoga and 80% goats. So you could just like play with the goats in between the poses or like do whatever you want to do. And this one hopped right up on my back, and I was like, what is going on? Like, is this normal? And they were like, yeah, like this is how we run our goat yoga. So the trainers were walking around with treats, and the goats would just come up and step on you or like do the commands that the trainers were saying. And the girls next to me were so crazy about these goats. They just wanted to play with the goats and like do everything. She was still doing the poses, but she started kissing the goats on the mouth, and I was like, oh no, this is too much for me. I'm not gonna be doing all of that. But the stretching did feel good, and actually when the goats would step on you, they would push you deeper into the pose, so it would feel like a better stretch. But that big daddy goat knocked me over a few times. Oh my gosh, he was like 35 pounds and would bulldozer me out the way. I was like, oh no, I need to get my strength training back up because he really took me out. At one point, the big daddy goat did poop on somebody's yoga mat, and the poop looked like coffee beans. Like, it was kind of crazy. It didn't smell like anything. I mean, I wasn't trying to smell it on purpose, but I didn't smell any animal smells. And I guess it's because the goats are vegan that they don't have any smelly poop. I don't know if that's true for humans or not, but it was definitely kind of weird. At one point, the goat was standing on me when I was in plank pose, and I was like, okay, I need a serious break. Like, I feel like I'm lifting weights today. Like, this is actually really crazy. But at the end, they let us have the goats on us for taking pictures and videos. This is what it looked like. They put both of those goats on me, and then this one just kept trying to bulldozer me over, and I was trying my hardest not to fall, but they ended up allowing me to switch positions while the goats were still on, and were instructing me like how to move and how to stand and stuff. And that was actually a really cool experience. I was like, all right, this is kind of dope. This is the Big Daddy goat that kept coming after me, looking at my camera. Overall, this was a really interesting experience. Camera ran out of storage space during the class, but the class was so much fun. My back kind of hurts from that big goat though. It knocked me over a few times, so that was crazy, but this was so much fun. I had such a great time. It was such a different experience, and I love trying out new stuff like this. So if you really like this and want to see more of my adventures, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.